And yes, there are more smiles ahead tonight in Ottawa, the nation's capital, preparing for the free dance in the Civic Center. Tracy Wilson is with me now. Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz will win their 7th title tonight. There is no doubt about it.
Well, they're skating so well. There's nobody that can catch them in this competition, but it's still very, very important. It's a competition for themselves. Like Elvis Stojko, they're using this as a stepping stone to the World Championship that is coming up. And I think they looked a little slow and a little tight in the original dance, so it's even more important that they have a great skate here.
I want to talk about last year. Riverdance met with rave reviews to a North American audience. It was a great vehicle for them. This still hasn't been won over unanimously by the North American audience, the techno pop. But really, the people they have to win over are the 9 people beside the boards.
Well, it's won me over because I have such a respect for what they're doing in this program. The music might not be as catchy as Riverdance, but what they're doing with their footwork, they're really, really testing themselves with this program, and I think they're heading in the right direction. I don't think there's another team in the world that is capable of doing what they're doing in this program.
Once they skate, once they win their title, then the real story begins. The battle on for that 2nd spot to the Worlds.
Well, it is so close. There are 3 teams. Tonight it could work out that we have a 3-way tie for 2nd place, and the tie would be broken by the team that won the free dance. So much riding on it. A spot to the World Championships, a spot to the 4 continents, and I think all of these teams are going to have to push it to the edge. They cannot afford to make a mistake.
Toughest job in the house, being a judge. Bourne and Kratz, the leaders after the original dance. Lefebvre and Brunet in 2nd. Marie-France Dubray and Patrice Lauzon in 3rd. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe from Vancouver 4th. José Pichet, Pascal Denis in 5th. Here's how it will shake down in Ottawa. Pichet and Denis to skate first. Bourne and Kratz, and then the battle. Wing and Lowe, Dubray and Lauzon, and finally Lefebvre and Brunet. While the focus here is on that 2nd spot to the Worlds, another story is the national team. Top 5 spots, international assignments for next season, representing Canada. And this team is in 5th after the original dance. José Pichet and Pascal Denis.
You talk about the importance of the 5th place and making the national team. Last year, they finished 6th at the Canadian Championships, and so they did not get an international assignment. They train with the currently 3rd-ranked team, Dubray and Lauzon, and join them in Paris in the spring with a renowned French coach. Try and give them the edge that they need this year to get onto the national team. They have excellent technique in unison, and it really shows up in their speed and their smoothness.
This team suffered a frightening accident a month and a half ago at a competition in a warm-up. Jose Pichet was injured in the incident, not seriously, but they have come back strong. Pichet and Denis at the National. Gardeur in Quebec.
This is a fifth-place team is really showing that we're developing depth at the national level. These are strong enough marks that they will stay in fifth place. They have many fine qualities. I think what I like best about them, their speed and their technique. What they need to do to continue to move up is really develop a personality, how they relate to each other and how they relate to the audience on the ice.
I like their musical selection, from Lorena McKennitt to Mozart to the Rolling Stones, who I think actually played with Mozart at one time. Let's join Debbie Wilkes.
Lauren Curry and Jeff.
Ever wonder what it's like to be a star? All the glamour, the wealth, the attention, exotic places, shopping, fine food, travel points? Vic and Shay let us tag along with them this week so we could all experience the life of a champion.
On the ice at 9:15.
Yeah.
So you would be, what time would you be in the arena?
We'll be in the arena at 8:15.
They'll be here at 8:15.
From Lake Placid all the way past Malone. The sections of the road, it was white. I couldn't see anything. Am I home now?
How you doing? I think it's worry at this point that my hair stands up.
They're not going to wash now.
Six-time, and looks like soon to be seven-time national ice dance champion Shailene Bourne and Victor Kratz.
The other one is... Oh, I gotcha.
So here we go. Bourne and Kratz looking for number 7. They're going to the Worlds. The question is tonight, who will be joining them?
Shailene Bourne and Victor Kratz.
This is a program they call Heart Attack. It's to the music meter at the Love Parade. They call it Heart Attack because it is so difficult to do. Choreographed by Jane Torval and Christopher Dean and Shannon and Vic.
Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz will join Tracy Wilson and Rob McCall in the record books as 7-time dance champions of Canada. No doubt about it. That will be confirmed in a moment. But the race, the chase for second place will begin when we come back. Along with their coach, Natalia Dubova, Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz. And what did you think?
I like this program. I think it's a very unforgiving program. The choreography is so intricate. Watch here the changes of positions. They get into the different holds here, very, very close. One little mistake, and then they'll ruin the whole program. I think because it is so difficult, they are quite cautious when they're performing it. I think I'd like to see more confidence in their expression and more attack, more speed. I know they are having to hold back here because the rink is small, but if they're going to go head-to-head with the top teams in the world, they are going to have to work on their speed and attack. I like the range of movement in this program, great highs, great lows. The choreography is very interesting. It's not predictable in any sense.
For technical merit.
Not quite the response that Riverdance elicited, which would bring the house down, but of course that was the hip thing back
Well, that was
last year.
also the music. It was music that everybody could relate to, but they had to go in a different direction this year. They could not, for themselves, play it. I think they're going in the right direction with this program, but they have to work this hours and hours a day to get the speed up and the confidence in their face so they can really sell it.
So they will continue their work towards the Worlds. Gordon Kratz now.
Club of British Columbia.
Who will join them in Helsinki? One of the contending teams, but a team that has slid into 4th place here. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe.
Came here with every intention of finishing second and earning a spot on the world team. If they can move up to 3rd, they'll get a chance at 4 continents. If they remain in 4th, their season will end here.
Vancouver, British Columbia's Megan Wing and Erin Lowe, third the last 2 years, in fourth place after the original dance. Where will they be now?
Tough to come in here in the free dance in fourth place. I had the sense that they really skated this for themselves. There was a lot of joy in this program.
Their marks in a moment, and we'll continue this dance battle for second place. Debray and Lauzon in third.
That was good.
And that was good. Megan Wing and Erin Lowe from Vancouver.
I think they showed up at this competition with two very good numbers. They were well prepared. They knew last year they were going to have to pull up all the stops if they were going to get on the world team. They brought in a renowned choreographer. I thought they skated this program well. If I have any criticisms, the end of the program got a little bit slow, a little bit tight, but I think these guys have come a long way. It's such a fight this year. You'd like to be able to send 3 more teams to Worlds, but that's Shanti Rushfall, their choreographer, on the left.
Marks for Megan Wing and Erin Lowe.
So these marks
5-3, 5-3.
will determine their immediate future.
And we'll know shortly just how good these marks are.
5-3.
Well prepared and a beautifully skated program.
Presentation marks aren't that high. Obviously, some room is there.
5-5-5.
Boo Birds in the audience. They're second for the moment behind Born and Kratz. 2 dance teams to skate.
Les prochains concurrents, the next competitors, the Club du patinage artistique Saint-Léonard et Club du patinage artistique Boisbriand, Marie-France Dubray et Patrice Lauzon.
And here is the team that was fourth last year and could be the surprise of these nationals. Marie-France Dubray and Patrice Lauzon currently in third, but very close to the second place team.
This team has had rave reviews at the international competitions that they competed in this year. Popular now with the European judges. There's very much a sense that they are on the move up. Right off the top, their speed is noticeable. Very fluid.
What an interesting turn of events. The unexpected for Marie-France Dubreuil and Patrice Lauzon, contenders for this second spot. Megan Wing and Erin Lowe could just walk through the door. Who knows? Providing the judges dock them for the mistake.
They have some range. It can be from 0.1 to about a 0.3. What was important here is they picked up right away and they didn't let it affect the rest of their program, so they will only lose on the first mark. Had they brought the level of their performance down, they would have lost on the second mark also. They knew they had to skate all out. Erin and Megan watching here.
With Jeff Langdon in the middle. The free dance continues from Ottawa. When I said this team could surprise, I didn't quite mean that.
Well, it's a difficult program. They had to skate it all out. They made a mistake, and that's part of this sport. Obviously, what this team is showing, though, is a future, a very, very bright future. They have great technique. They have skated with more speed throughout that dance than any other team in this competition. I like their unison. I like their flow. It's very, very exciting. I think we can expect some great things.
And this was not part of the program, or it wasn't supposed to be.
Here's a look at the mistake. It looked to me like Marie-France just got way back there. They picked it up quite quickly.
Very quickly.
You can see just off balance. If they can hang on to third place, they will still go to Four Continents Cup, will get a chance to be seen by international judges, and I think that the international judges are going to love this team and support them.
Now, in the past, we've watched dance competitions, and skating teams have not been deducted properly. I think of Grishuk and Platov, but it's obvious they have been.
They've paid heavily here. It was a difficult program, well skated. Now you can see how the marks have come up for presentation. It did not affect the overall flow. Disappointing, yet they're a terrific team.
So Megan Wing and Erin Lowe are currently in second. And Chantal Lefebvre and Michelle Brunet know what they have to do. They must skate clean. They must do what they have in the past in order to join Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz. And the battle between them and Dubreuil-Lauzon is no longer. It's now between them and Wing and Lowe.
Michelle just adjusting his boot cover there.
And he's going to
now
come
he needs
back.
his costume adjusted.
A little extra time to maybe think this over too, as Marina Zueva and Megan Wing and Erin Lowe. Tracy, you said they skated this for themselves, and can you believe it? They may just be able to find themselves in second place.
So many people would come into an event like this and say, we're in fourth, there's no chance, we didn't move up in the original dance, and then give up. And these two didn't. You can see they worked hard all year. They skated for themselves. Now they're in a position.
Refreshing to see that Michelle is finally repaired, but refreshing to see movement in ice dance, though.
It's very exciting. We're seeing it here at the Canadian Championships. We also saw it at the Europeans. Very encouraging.
Now, Lefebvre and Brunet are ready.
I think this is the best routine I've ever seen Chantal and Michelle skate. In particular, I like the uniqueness of the lifts.
is nothing like beating pressure, is there?
A huge sigh of relief for both of these two. They went all out with that program, more content than I've ever seen from them, and they threw in a lot of character. They related well to each other in the audience. It's the best thing I've ever seen them do.
One down, and now a couple of more to go. 4 Continents Championships and the Worlds, where they have been in the teens in the Worlds. They want to get into the top 10. And if they could, maybe someday we'll be sending 3 dance teams to the World Championships, and we won't have this race for second. 21-year-old Chantal Lefebvre, 28-year-old Michelle Brunet. 3 times they have finished second in Canada. You can make it 4. And that's right, Michelle, you've made it. He is from just across the canal here in Ottawa, in Gatineau.
I liked the character of this dance. I thought they both really got into it, and all the moves kept up the flavor of the dance, the tango expression.
So what do they have to work on, Tracy, to climb the ladder on the world scale?
Yeah, they're sitting at 19th in the world, and I think what they have to do is get down to the basic technique. Good character here, a lot of content in this program, but it's a little bit jerky. Their skating style is a little bit unrefined, and that's very important to the European judges, and I think that is what has held them back in the past. So I think it's hours and hours on stroking, the basic stroking technique, so that each push matches one another, so their unison is right on.
Well, this was a day that they have been wondering about all season long, the Nationals. They knew this would be a fight, and it was. And these are still very close marks. Lefebvre and Brunet, second behind Bourne and Kratz. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe once again finish 3rd. Canada will send 2 dance teams to the Worlds. The champions, Bourne and Kratz, for the 7th time running, and Lefebvre and Brunet, runners-up 4 years in a row. They did what they had to do.
Second place, Chantal Lefebvre.
The final results, Bourne and Kratz again, Lefebvre and Brunet again. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe move from 4th to 3rd. After the original dance to the free dance, Debray and Lausanne move down to 4th. Bichet, Denis 5th. Christine Fuller, Mark Bradshaw in 6th place. And we'll be back to talk to the champions and the runners-up in a moment on CTV. We are back in Ottawa. Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz doing it again, but a testament to the great depth in ice dance in Canada, how close the race was between 2, 3, 4, and down the list. Chantal Lefebvre and Michelle Brunet going to the Worlds again in 2nd. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe in 3rd. Marie-France Dubray and Patrice Lausanne slip back into 4th. José Pichet and Pascal Denis, they're on the national team. They make it to 5th place. And the rest of the dancers here at the Nationals. Let's join Debbie Wilkes now with the 7-time champions.
All right, now, here we go 7 times. Does it feel sweeter this time than it did the first?
Every year's exciting, but I'll have to say it doesn't feel like it's been 7 years. It's gone by so fast. Just being together with Victor, it's gone by.
Well, every year you do so many things that are so different. What has been the challenge about this year's program?
Simply, we're experimenting with expression a bit more, and as you move along the ranks in the World Championship and the Olympic Games, for instance, you look at a different ball game. You want to compete with the best of the best, and right now we're looking not so much at nationals anymore, but at Worlds and Olympics. So we really got to get that expression and the technique and the closeness down as to what World and Olympic champions have.
Best of luck. 4 continents up next, and then to the Worlds.
Thank you very much. Can't wait.
Thanks.
Thanks, Debbie, with Chantal and Michelle. How do you spell relief? 2nd place. How does it feel, Chantal?
We feel really good now. It's finished, and we skated really good, like actually all week with all the pressure that we have. So I'm really happy with myself and with Michelle. It was really a great week. So.
Michelle, how much did the pressure lessen when you saw what the teams in front of you did and you knew you skated last? Honestly.
Well, I think Chantal didn't hear me before we went on. I told Chantal to be cool and then just go out there and perform the way we always practice it. You can't do that. Yeah, I mean, especially with the crowd, our home crowd that was here. We knew they were going to bring us through the program. So, you know, we thank them and we thank everybody that helped us going through because we didn't do it alone.
Where's your mom? She's a volunteer here. She's up there somewhere.
She's probably hiding somewhere, but she's happy, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, congratulations to both of you. We'll see you at the Worlds in Helsinki again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Whew.
Chantal Lefebvre and Michel Brunet, runners up again. Victory sweet. Sometimes second is just as sweet. They're going back to the Worlds, and we'll be back to wrap up an outstanding week of skating here at the 99 Nationals in a moment. Now joined in the record books with Tracy Wilson and Rob McCall, 7-time dance champions of Canada. And I'm with Tracy. We're back as they present some of the medals to the novices and juniors and all of the champions this week here at the Nationals. Let's talk about Shea and Vic right now. It's obvious they have a little bit of work to do before they go to the Worlds.
Well, they talk about wanting to test their programs here, and I think they're going to be disappointed with the reaction from the audience and the judges. I think they've got to go back now if they're going to really compete at the top of the world level and work on their expression and work on their speed.
What did you do? I mean, obviously you've been down this road before when you didn't think you were just quite there yet.
You have to be brutally honest with yourself, and I think you have to go back, and what we did is we'd look at the video footage of what we did and what the other skaters. You're looking for any way that you can improve, and it comes down to splitting hairs when you get to the top. I think this is a vehicle that can get them there. They have to skate it, though, with more confidence and more speed, but they're on the right track.
All right, we'll see you down the road at the Worlds. Thanks, Tracy. And so this last national championship of this millennium is in the history books, and I could give you 1,999 reasons why I love covering the national championships, but let me give you just a few of what I thought about this week. The world's longest ice rink offering a perfect backdrop. We saw history matched this week. Tracy and Rob now joined by Shea and Vic until next year, when Bourne and Kratz will pass the legendary Wilson and McCall. Yes, winning is intoxicating. Just ask Christy and Chris. Last year was one thing. This year was twice as nice. Skating in Canada is secondary only to breathing. It brings out the kid in all of us, and sometimes it brings out the kids. 13-year-old Christopher Mabey, a junior skater who absolutely charmed us this week. He did not win a medal here, but he will someday. Maybe. You can see it in his eyes. It's that same look we get from this champion in waiting. The future has arrived, and his name is Emmanuel Sandhu. But this week was not only about the skaters, it was about the support team. Those who skate every step, jump every jump, and then soak up the aftermath and enjoy. Skater, coaches, parents. The end of the performance. You know, there is nothing better in life, after all, than to win, than to conquer adversity. And then share it with the people who count most. When Jessica Sawkins and C.J. Pugh won the junior pairs title this week, there were cheers, there were tears. They were overcome. They shared this moment with their coach, who just happens to be C.J.'s mom. Yes, it's not just an individual sport. This is a team game. That's why we watch skating. That's why we love the Nationals. It's a team game here, too. We'd like to thank our World Championship crew for the sights and sounds this week. We'd like to thank you for staying with us all week and following these 99 Nationals. For everybody here, I'm Rod Black. A good night, everyone, from the Nationals.